Gusto mo bang magkabahay sa Canada agad-agad? Tara, sasabihin ko sa iyo kung ano ang kailangan mong gawin para magkaroon ng sariling bahay sa Canada in a short period of time, lalong-lalo na kapag bagong dating ka lang sa Canada. Ito rin ang mga bagay na ginawa ko para makabili ng bahay at mga rental properties. Ngayon, kung mag-a-apply ka ng mortgage, lenders or banks want to know kung saan manggagaling yung down payment mo and how you are going to make your regular mortgage payments. I have broken down the main criteria lenders look at when reviewing a mortgage applications for new Canadians. Number 1, proof of income. Pag nag-a-apply kayo ng mortgage loan, the lender wants to see proof of income. With most lenders, new Canadians must be employed for at least 3 months before being eligible for a mortgage. Pero, yung iba, according to my mortgage specialist, as long as meron kayong isang paycheck, ay pwede na. Basta permanent ang posisyon nyo sa trabaho. Kasama sa mga hinihingi ng lenders ay job letter or employment letter, at pay stub as proof of income. Kapag self-employed ka naman, kailangan mong magpasa ng 2-year history of Canadian self-employment with supporting documentations. If you are a family, you need to provide the household income, meaning lahat ng kumikita at sumusweldo sa inyo. So kung 4 kayo na may trabaho, kayong 4 ang magpo-provide ng income. Pagsasama-samahin lahat ng total ng income ninyo. Let's say kayong mag-asawa lang, 2 lang kayong magpo-provide. The more income ang mapo-provide ninyo, mas mataas ang maa-approve sa inyo. Kasi kinukompute nila sa income ninyo yung amount na ilo-loan nila sa inyo. Kasama na yung total debt or utang ninyo. Nung ako ang nagpa-pre-approve doon sa first house ko, I provided my last 2 to 3 paychecks and my 2-year notice of assessments. And also my employment letter to confirm my income. Next, you should be permanent resident or Canadian citizen. The lender wants to know if you are a permanent resident or on a temporary work visa. Permanent residents at Canadian citizens ay mas madaling mag-qualify sa mortgage kesa sa temporary resident, as there is always the possibility that you do not get permanent residency. Lenders are looking for a sense of security when approving mortgages, and you will be required to provide supporting documentation. Kaya kung temporary residents pa lang kayo, work to become a permanent resident first before applying for a mortgage for easy approval. But then again, in some cases, pwede na rin yung temporary residents depende sa lender or bank. Minsan kasi, they will have programs for those who are new to Canada. If you have questions, just message me and I can refer my mortgage specialist to help you out. Next is down payment. Ang minimum down payment required ay 5% of the purchase price. Lenders want to see that down payment funds have been in Canada for a minimum of 30 days and come from your own resources. Hindi dapat borrowed or loaned. Let's say, ang bahay na gusto mong bilhin ay $400,000. Ang 5% nun ay $20,000. Plus, idagdag mo pa doon yung mga other closing costs between 1.5% to 4%. So, dapat meron kang $26,000 to $36,000 funds available. Ngayon, bakit malaki ang difference ng closing cost? Kasi every province has different rules and rates for the closing cost. So, depende ito kung saan ang location ng bahay na bibilhin ninyo. Gaya ng iba ang closing cost ng Ontario sa closing cost ng Alberta. I made a video about how much you need to buy a home in Canada with detailed computations in this video right here. Now, another thing to take note is magkakaiba ang presyo ng bahay sa Canada. Ang mga pinakamahal na lugar ay sa Vancouver at Toronto. Pero sa mga other provinces, lalong-lalo na sa mga medyo malalayo sa mga main city, ay medyo mura-mura. So, location really matters. Ito yung mga isa sa dapat na iisipin natin kung saan tayo kukuha or bibili ng bahay. Dahil napakalaki ang impact nito sa presyo. Kung medyo mababa ang sahod mo, ang mako-qualify lang din na bahay sa'yo ay nasa low price range. Kasi binabase nila sa income mo yung i-approve nila sa'yo na mortgage loan. So, if If you are wanting to accumulate multiple properties and get into rental business, you can do that easily sa mga lugar kung saan medyo mura ang mga bahay. So again, do your research. I made a video on how I bought my first house without using my own money for down payment, and also a video how I was able to accumulate 5 properties in 2 years. Be aware that lenders may require a larger down payment depending on the results of your income and credit history. Next, credit history. Ito din, importante nating ma-build right away pagdating ng Canada if you plan to buy a house as soon as possible. Lenders want to know kung nagbabayad ka ba on time. Showing credit history is often a hurdle for new Canadians as lenders typically want to see a 3-year history. A credit report provided by Equifax or TransUnion is the standard review process. Pero may mga exceptions din para doon sa mga may shorter Canadian histories, especially pag bago lang sa Canada. May mga lenders na may mga programs especially for newcomers to Canada. Some lenders may accept a landlord's letter stating that you have paid on time for a period of 1 year or utility statements, gaya ng tubig, kuryente, internet. Lenders may also look at international credit report as a supplement to your Canadian credit history. Pagdating ninyo ng Canada, build na kayo kaagad ng credit history ninyo. Kuha na kaagad kayo ng credit card. You can get a prepaid credit card if you can't get a regular one. Tapos, mag-spend kayo ng konti-konti sa card ninyo and then bayaran ninyo kaagad before or on the due date every single time. Ang ginagawa ko, ginagamit ko yung credit card ko pang grocery and every payday, which is every 2 weeks, ay binabayaran ko na kaagad kaya mabilis tumaas ang credit score ko. Another thing is hindi ko sinasagad yung credit card ko. Kung may bibilhin ako, I only spend a third of my credit card limit. Nakakatulong din siya pampataas ng credit score. I made a comprehensive video on how you can build your credit right here. When buying a home, napakaraming mga bagay na kailangang i-ready. Hindi lang dapat financially, but also emotionally. Dapat ready kayo kasi hindi basta-basta ang papasukin ninyo. Mortgage loan is your longest and biggest loan in your whole life. Kaya I would advise na aralin ninyong maigi. Pag-isipang mabuti kung para sa inyo ba ang home ownership. Check my free guide for you in the description below kung ready ka na ba maging homeowner.